Yo, welcome to Nerds to the Core and a special episode where we're talking about the Game Awards December 12th happening this year, 2024. We're going to go through most of the nominees. So there are some topics where me and Scorpion, we don't
Really,
know
yeah.
or not interested in, like esports. We know of them. We're appreciative of them making that an entire sport. You know, you can do scholarships, you can go to school for it, you can get award, you can get,
Trophy money.
trophies, money, and we're proud of them. But we know nothing of them. We don't know any of the games they play. So we're not really going to talk about those and some other things. I just took off because we either haven't experienced it or don't know any information about it. So these are the ones where we at least have some kind of idea and some kind of opinion about them. So we're going to go into this and go through each one, and we're going to go through it.
Yeah.
You excited?
I'm excited.
How
I
many?
totally forgot about that this was happening
Uh-huh.
up until
Yesterday?
yeah.
Literally,
oh,
our
Game
friend sent us the game of the year nominees, and we were like, "Oh my god, this is happening! Oh my
yeah, I
god,
was
it's
like
been so."
completely. I'm like, what? Because also about the whole PlayStation wrap up too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that thing. Oh, that's out.
No, but
Oh,
whenever I
okay.
was like looking at it like on Google, it popped up, and I was like, is it
Mhm.
up yet? Because I got my YouTube one,
Gotcha.
my YouTube music
Oh, recap.
recap.
Oh, I
yeah.
think on mine too. But so yeah, I'm interested. I'm excited for the Game Awards. Always am. I always like award shows, things like that.
It's always fun.
It sucks. Oh, last year we wanted to do the anime one, but we just did not watch any new anime that year.
Yeah,
And we were really
we had
bad
watched
about
all
it.
the nominees and stuff, and
Yeah.
I was like, half of them I don't even know.
Yeah,
There's
so
like maybe
it's bad.
one.
Same thing with the Game Awards. However, what are we but people with opinions on things? We watch clips, we see things all the time. So we were just like, screw it, why not? Let's do it. But let's get into this. Our number one, our first nominee, our first category is the best creator of the year, and we have Queso, Juan, Techno Gamers, Typical Gamer, and USADA.
Hmm.
Do you know any of these people?
No.
Not at all.
None.
You haven't seen no clips of these people. Nothing at all.
No.
The only one, and I'm gonna give him his props. That's why I put it on here. Is Queso. Is that big dude? He is a streamer. I think he streams primarily on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Hilarious. He's so funny. He's so natural. Like I feel like he's always cracking jokes. People always cracking jokes about him, and they're mostly fat jokes. But me being a bigger dude, it cracks me up. And he just seems like a genuine dude, and I'm happy that he's nominated, and I give him his props, and he has my vote. Also, if you want to vote down there, cast your vote at thegameawards.com. We'll be doing this after because obviously we have our opinions.
Yeah, we'll also just put it down in the link as well.
Yeah, in the
Just in
description.
case if you don't know where to go, we'll also just link it as well.
Absolutely. And our next category is the best sports / racing game of the year. We have F1, FC, MB. It's F1 FC right here. EA Sports FC 25.
Oh, EA Sports.
Yeah. And then NBA, Top Spin, and WWE. WWE is the one. That's our choice because
It's the only sports games.
it's the only one we're interested in, and has been seen as like one of the better WWE games we've had in a while.
Oh yeah, compared to last year's 2 years ago. Where it was,
Extended
yeah.
6 years ago. Like every year since back to WWE versus SmackDown versus Raw.
There you go.
Yeah, back to those games, and then since they went to the whole 2K aspect, I feel like they've been lacking, and I think this one was the one that like put it back on top. I feel like anyway.
I think so. It was pretty fun, and then we got it for free.
And we got it for free. We still
So,
need to at least do something with it or play it at least once.
I
haven't
played it. I went back to because almost every wrestling game I always play for the created character. Made my character, did everything. I spent like hours just creating my character.
And I've seen people put in hours of customized
they
matches and characters. And
the characters is always so impressive to see because it's like the way to make their faces look how they want them, like a specific character. You have to kind of know the proportions of like the person's face.
Yeah,
which is insane. Because
and that's crazy.
I don't even know all that.
All right, next category is the best esports game. I know I said I took out the esports thing, but surprise, surprise, it's right here. At least we know of these games. I do anyway. I've played most of them.
I play Valorant.
You played Valorant. I played Dota. I played League of Legends.
And I played...
With like bang, bang. Bang, bang!
Or you kicked the jack.
Mobile Legends, like bang, bang. and then Counter-Strike 2. I feel like Counter-Strike has always been on the list.
I feel like it's always been Counter-Strike, Dota, and League of Legends. I feel like
Yes.
are the top three
Yeah.
like major ones. But like I said, I played a little bit of Valorant when it came
Mhm.
out on PC, and that's the only experience I've had.
So for
with it.
you, are you going for Valorant? Are you choosing Valorant because of that? Like, it's like the one you've played and the one you have experience in?
No,
Or are you gonna go
I'd
with the
still go with
oldies?
one of the other ones. Yeah,
Who would you go for?
say League of Legends.
League of Legends?
Yeah.
Just because of the name or what?
Because of the name, and then not to mention, didn't the show just come out? One of the characters.
Yes, you are correct.
Yeah.
Look at you. Yeah,
Yeah.
Arcane. Arcane is the
Yeah.
animated Netflix show.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna probably get a little bit more traction because of that too.
You're not wrong. And you know what? Because you mentioning Arcane, I agree.
Mhm.
I think League of Legends should take it as the best esports.
Mhm.
Does Arcane have anything to do with it being the best esports? No, but it, like you said, it gives it its
It gives it attention, it gives it
Attention,
traction, and
there
then
you go.
people are like, "Oh, I like this. Where's it from?" If they're interested, anyway. I mean, some people might be like turned away from the fact that it's the game it is.
Mhm.
Like I don't even know how to
MOBA.
MOBA. They might be turned away from that aspect, but there's still some people that are like, "I'm gonna try it," and they get hooked on that.
Yeah. Next category is the best VR/AR game. We have Arizona Sunshine, Asgard Wrath, Batman Arkham Shadow, Metal Hellslinger, and then Metro Awakening. Also, I like how I'm turning my neck. I can just reach right in front of me.
I know. I'm like, I have to read. I have to turn.
Okay.
You already know.
Thoughts? Yes, you're going Batman, of
Batman,
course.
Arkham Shadow.
And I think I will too. I mean, I know all of these except for Metro. I didn't look into that Metro Awakening game. I didn't see anything. But out of all these games, I've only seen Batman being content related. Like people are talking about how it's fighting system, it's story, it's this, it's that. Arizona Sunshine is great. I didn't even know it had a remake. But
it's that one game that
and I
you
have
can
it.
see
Yeah, I have it
PlayStation.
on my VR, and it's great. It's like an arcade shooting game of like stay alive, keeping away from you, things like that, and it's so much fun. Don't get me wrong, Asgard Wraths has so much complexity when it comes to a VR game, and it looks really freaking good.
See, I haven't seen anything for that one.
And yeah, all these other ones, I just have not seen anything. But Batman has been killing it.
Yeah, because we even saw that the chapter 1 playthrough too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, it was great. But something I'm excited for if it does end up winning is could this possibly lead us into a not mainstream, but main console game?
There's been rumors that they are working on a new Batman game.
Because it's like this was VR, and not many people have that new VR.
No, especially it's on the Oculus?
Meta 3.
Meta 4.
Yes, that's a metaphor.
So there you go.
That's funny. That's funny.
That's another game.
Funny. Yeah, but yes, I hope that it leads us into a main console game. But on to the next one.
Yeah.
We have the best community support. We are not a part of any of these communities, but I do see all the work that these games do put in for their community. So obviously we have Baldur's Gate, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, Helldivers, and No Man's Sky. Who would you go for?
I'd say Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Yeah.
Why?
I just see more stuff for it.
All the time?
Like all the time. I rarely see stuff for Final Fantasy. Baldur's Gate is just people playing the game in general. I haven't seen No Man's Sky actually. And Helldivers 2, I feel like it just slowly dwindled away.
Interesting you say that, because we have a friend. We were going to do a call in our first guest, but our time slots just don't work. But he does have an opinion when it comes to Helldivers 2.
Okay.
He says, and this is through the whole showcase. It's not just this one, but it's through the whole showcase. Helldivers 2 week showcase. Not a lot of love for Helldivers 2, a game that felt like it was everywhere and could only go up till Sony tried to force PSN logins to play backtracking. And locking the game to only be played in countries that have a PSN. I wonder how much of that momentum killed it for the awards this season. Best community support might be the only local winner here. I don't see a game like Helldivers 2 with all its controversy beating Final Fantasy XIV. In the ongoing game category, it might pick up best multiplayer. I agree with that. Helldivers was everywhere. You couldn't go on social media without seeing
people
Helldivers
talking
2.
about it and the whole like, fight for democracy.
The jumping.
It's like it was a whole thing.
Was literally
people were what's the word?
We were in it.
We were in it. Yeah.
We were in it.
what's the word? Meta? No, what's the word I'm looking for?
Metaphor.
No, where they're like, obviously, if they're talking like on a Reddit post, they're like, "Yeah, soldier, let's do this" type deal, like role playing almost.
Yeah. Well, I think roleplay is that, like, creating, like, being the character, like, being
Mhm.
literally in life was like for democracy,
Yeah, they're
like
for
for
democracy.
liberty. You
It's
know,
like,
it was
let's help our fellow soldier.
everywhere. And I'm surprised you said Fortnite, because Helldivers, I feel like every week, I feel like ever since we bought, because that was one of the games we bought day one, which is rare for us to buy day one.
Yeah.
And
It
we
also helped the
played.
fact that it wasn't a full price game too.
It wasn't, no, and that, not paying full price is something we like, but it was updating every day. It was like, oh, this doesn't work. This gun got updated. This mod got updated. This thing got updated. Like,
Also, not just that, but also the challenges, the community challenges,
the
the
community
global
challenge is super good.
challenges were also pretty good. Gave you that motivation to be like, oh, we all have to work towards something, which was the cool aspect of it. And then having to be able to go to planet to planet, that was another cool thing.
And then also when, like our friends said, there was that huge controversy, and they were like,
Yeah,
we're fighting it. And then we were scared because they were like, this could break them. This could break them, and them going against it. And it was really a crazy time.
Yeah.
So my vote's going for Helldivers too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I
I mean,
say Fortnite still.
I mean, Fortnite's always getting more stuff, but I don't see that as community support. I see it more as like, come play our game. Like, we have candy over here, kind of thing.
Yeah,
Where
but
Helldivers,
but they wouldn't be doing more of that if people weren't going to it in the first place.
I guess, but I'm also like I would choose No Man's Sky before I choose Fortnite. Honestly, No Man's Sky has also been killing it with like new updates, big updates. I remember when that game first got announced, and it was like nothing like it was when it was first announced, and then now it's become a game that it's like, this is what it was made to become, and it makes me really happy. But Helldivers has mine, Fortnite has yours. You're a loser.
No.
That's okay. Next one, best art direction. Astrobot, Black Myth, Elden Ring, Shadow of the Edge Tree, Metaphor, and Never. Never. Now, what is your vote on this one? Metaphor.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything for it because I'm gonna play the game. But the bits and pieces that I've seen, especially from the trailers, amazing.
Nice. I think my vote would go for Black Myth. The designs of the bosses were like crazy looking, and then like also with Wukong, the character, like his movements and the outfits and the environments, it really like wild to me. Like, I was like, whoa, this is so cool. This is just like, I think I always love it when games go into like mythology, like Norse, Greek, these things, and it's like we get to see the folklore, the myths that we hear about in a video game, and it's just super cool. Like Assassin's Creed, God of War, Black Myth, Wukong, those kind of things really bring those things to life, and this is one that is just like wild.
Yeah, I'll agree with that. Especially playing Assassin's Creed like Odyssey and Origins, being able to see like those like gods and like stuff like that. What is it? Myths, I guess. Stuff like that. It's always pretty cool to see. Especially you get to see, it might be the same character or whatever, but you see a different, like how it says like art direction. It's a different design every time.
Exactly.
So it's always fun to see like someone's interpretation or just their design of said character, even though it could be in 4 different games or whatever through the span of like whatever years, but it's always something different.
Now, Metaphor is Atlas, isn't it?
It's Atlas.
Yeah,
and they never and their designs for not only the characters but the monsters that you fight, environment, everything. For me anyway, I'm kind of biased on that.
Yeah, you are.
Always been great. Persona 5, Persona 4.
Yep.
3. I recently started 3. But they're all great games.
Nice. Yeah, and it does not surprise me.
Yeah.
For you. And our friend goes for Astrobot.
Of course he does.
And he said should be a clean sweep for Astrobot, which
boy,
sir,
get out of here.
Sir. For Astrobot in both categories, which is the next category. If Astrobot doesn't get it, I hope it goes to the Atlas/Sega team Metaphor. So, I mean, it really depends on who is voting, because the vast majority, I think, is Astrobot.
Probably.
I think so. But
because Astrobot is
family friendly.
It's family friendly.
Everyone's
PlayStation
playing
exclusive.
PlayStation exclusive.
It is kind of targeted. I want to say more. It's American.
Mhm.
Is that what it would be?
Eh,
Because I mean, Metaphor still has that whole like
Japanese,
JRPG
yeah.
aspect of it, and some people may not. I mean, I feel like recently it has been. I mean, it's always been a popular thing,
Yeah.
but I feel like recently it's been more like people are more into it.
And then for Black Myth, it's like it was a single player game. I mean, just like in the news, like the news that came out for it, it's like the player base went shot way down. But it's like, well, once you beat it, you're done. It's like there's not much more to it.
Yeah,
So
and
it's like,
you could do replayability as in like you want to challenge yourself, like, oh, I'm gonna do like a speed run of like no what is it
no death
one line
run,
no death run. Thank
no
you.
death run.
Yeah, stuff like that. You can challenge yourself like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But
So, but my vote for art direction is going to be Black Myth, and for you, it's going to be Metaphor. All right, next, and what the other category that he says Astrobot's going to dominate in is the music and score, which I think he
No.
is crazy to
He's
say.
absolutely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
he like I said,
Oh, man, this is actually gonna be tough.
he says Astrobot is a clean sweep against things like Metaphor, Final Fantasy, Stellar Blade.
So
It's wild.
yeah. So honestly, out
wild
of those,
statement.
you can honestly, for me anyway, you can take out Astrobot.
Wow.
Take it out. Throw it in the trash.
Wow. That's
Because at that point, it is between those four for me.
Yeah, no,
Because I have heard the music for Metaphor, banging. Final Fantasy, all their
I mean, Final Fantasy
instrumental,
always killing it.
yeah, all their instrumentals, the music, whatever, any game, amazing. Stellar Blade, the demo that I played, has some really good music, and I have heard the soundtrack.
Yeah, I've heard Stellar Blade, and it's really up there.
Really good. And then Silent Hill too.
I haven't really heard the Silent Hill 2 one.
I've heard a little bit of it.
Okay, so you have some opinion about it?
Yeah.
So for you, what do you choose?
I'm gonna have to go with Metaphor.
I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna choose Metaphor. I feel like Atlas kills it with like really, really good music. Like I'm choosing this and like what music can I listen to out in public too? Like what can I put in my ears and enjoy and like feel like I'm in a game? Like the Final Fantasy stuff is too intense. I want to enjoy it while I'm seeing whatever thing they're putting in front of me. You know.
I mean, there's some perfect ones for like if you're walking.
Yeah.
Like really
that's what I'm thinking of.
ones.
It's like Metaphor and Atlas really kill it with their soundtracks. I feel like with every game they make, their soundtracks are always so good that you can just listen casually.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm going for Metaphor.
I have a Persona 4, like the soundtrack for it. So to get the other one.
Aren't you getting it with the collector's editions for 3 and 4?
Yeah, 3 and 4.
Yeah, so there's there's 2 more.
Yeah.
So and that's why you're choosing Metaphor too?
Yeah, I'm choosing Metaphor.
Okay. Oh, clean cut.
Yeah, clean cut.
All right, next one is the best game direction. Do we have Astrobot, Bautro, Black Myth, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, and Metaphor? Who would you choose in the game direction?
What does that mean in game direction?
I just feel like for what the game is, like how it is.
Did he have
like
anything
innovation?
For that one? Did he have anything for that one?
No.
While
you're thinking about it.
Yeah. Go ahead and answer with yours. While I'll.
For me, the best game direction. It's really hard to say. But I think I'm gonna go with Astrobot. And I know that's crazy, especially with the other games that there are. But in the sense of keeping, it's what I loved about the original Astrobot is that it brought in all my nostalgia.
Yeah.
In a very good interactive, not side scroller, but what would you call that kind of game? Adventure game. Jumping around, different
It's a platform. It'd be a platform.
Platformer, yeah, platformer. Utilizing the controller itself, like
I also like the fact that in the playroom, it what is it? You collected all the like PS1, PS2, and then you were in that big room and you could
the showcase,
with them.
the showcase floor, yeah, exactly. And I think more games need to have something like that in the sense of being able to collect things. I say collect things, but like not to collect for 100%, but to collect to look at it, and it's not just like a thing.
So Persona 5 Royal does something kind of like that, where you go into like this showcase room and you can like view the movies in the game, like the cutscenes. You can also listen to the soundtracks, and then you have like these podiums and you can, with the coins that you get in game through the dungeons, you can buy like the personas or even characters to like display on the floor.
Yeah,
And that's a
that's
pretty
right.
cool
That's
thing
dope.
too.
Yeah, and that's what I think Astrobot should take the game direction, because they're where they're going with, especially new platformers
Mm-hmm.
and being innovative, and they're changing up. Like, I don't think Astrobot and the first Playroom don't have much in common in the sense of the basic platforming, but when it comes to the other aspects, it's different.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if you look at Mario, it's like it's the same thing every time,
Yeah, they might
except for
include
the
a few
one
like,
games that they Odyssey, Sunshine, 64. Like, those are different compared to the side scrollers, but
mhm,
once you get to the base of Mario, it's the same thing.
it's the same thing. They might add a
At
new
least
power
At
up or
least
something.
Astrobot's kind of changing it up.
Mm-hmm.
And then you?
I go with Astrobot also,
Okay.
just because I have seen more from it than all the other ones. So I'd just say Astrobot.
Okay. We have best independent game.
Ooh.
We have
Haven't played
Animal
any of
Well,
these.
Bautro, Lorelei, Neva, and then UFO 50.
Never.
UFO 50 has great artwork, though.
It does. It looks really cool.
It looks good. But, I mean, I'm super big on indie games. I like Neva, I like Animal Well, and I like Bautro. But my vote is definitely agreeing with my friend is Bautro.
What do you say?
He just said Bautro, period. That's
Uh,
it. That's it.
It's funny because I saw a video where it was talking about one of the categories that Balatro was in,
Mhm.
and it's like that shouldn't even be in it. It's like if you wanted to save your time, if you want a free time ever again, don't even bother looking at that game. I was like,
Oh, if
dang.
you want free time?
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
like
that game.
it's a waste of time. That's what
Excuse
the person said.
sir. Whoever person said that. Excuse me. That game is great to be able to pick up, put down, and it's like a roguelike game, but you're playing poker.
Cards? Oh,
Yeah, poker is great. It's so good.
it
Like
should have been
some,
like the person that said that doesn't know how to play poker.
right? Yeah, it's possible. No, it's very possible that you just don't know how to play the card game.
And I don't
Because at least Animal Well, Neva, and I think Lorelei as well. It's like if you knew how to play a video game, that's the same thing. But Bautro, you need to know how to play poker.
Mhm.
And the more you play RSF, obviously a card game, you'll learn the card game. So Bautro definitely takes it. It has so many unlockables with different decks, different cards. There's so much stuff in that game. Jeez Louise, I'm like, I haven't even beaten the first deck because the game's so freaking hard. You know?
You're a third rate dude. This freaking third rate deck.
And I'm assuming you have no
I have
opinion.
no idea. I'll
So-
just go with what you picked.
Yeah,
which is
Bautro.
Balto.
hmm And then best debut indie game. The only ones that change, or I say only ones. There's three on there: Animal Well, Bautro, Manor Lords, Pacific Drive, and Plunky Squire. This is a tough one for me. Very tough for me because the only one on this list I don't know is Manor Lords.
I don't know.
You know Pacific Drive because I showed you that one, and I also showed you Plunky Squire.
Oh, it's the driving one.
Yeah, it's the driving one where
okay,
you're like
yeah.
going through a bunch of crazy stuff going on. Yeah,
okay.
that's
And
the one
then
I showed you.
Squire, we saw.
It's a 2D, 3D.
Yeah.
Definitely kind of game.
And then Balatra's all the other
And then
one.
Balatra, yeah. This is a really tough one for me because I love the concept of Plunky Squire, but I have not bought it.
Mhm.
I really wanted to, but
Honest.
I just haven't. And then Pacific Drive, same thing. It's on my wish list. Like, I just haven't gotten into it. So the only reason I'm choosing Baltro
It's
is
'cause
because
you
I
own it
bought
and
it.
play
It's
it.
because I bought it. That's the only thing. Like, when the other two came out,
Mhm.
they're on my list. I mean, you saw how excited I was for Plunky Squire.
Yeah.
I was super into it. I was really, really excited for it. It came out. It's on my wish list. I'm waiting for it to go on sale. Same thing with Pacific Drive. Came out. I'm waiting for it to go on sale, like a good sale. But Baltoro, for some reason, I had to get it. It's a roguelike poker game. And I remember when I played it, I was so confused because I was like, what am I doing? What I can see the aspects of me getting these Joker cards, getting these Celestial cards, getting these like tarot cards, like all these things where I'm like, I feel like I should be fighting something in a dungeon or something, but I'm not. I'm playing poker. And it's super cool. It's like really, really adding a spin to the roguelike feel
Mhm.
when I'm just sitting there playing cards. Like it's super funny. Do you have any opinion?
Not really.
No?
I guess if
So-
I had to pick one, I'd pick Pacific Drive.
Oh, okay.
Just because of the driving aspect.
Tell me about it.
I don't know. You're in a car and you drive.
Okay, and then our
You
friend
drive in the Pacific.
for this one as well, he's saying Baltro
Of course.
as well. Next, we have best mobile game. We
Hmm.
have AFK Journey, Baltro, Pokemon Trading Card, Wuthering Waves, and Census Zone Zero. You've been playing CZZ, right?
Yeah.
Well, is that gonna be your vote?
Yeah, looking
I-
at it, I was gonna say yeah, but it's like I played on console.
Mm.
But I mean, I do have the the basics of it. So yeah, I guess I'll go with Triple Z. It's really fun. I like it. Obviously, it's by Mihoy. Obviously, it's by them, so it's by people that worked on Genshin Impact.
Oh, is that them?
Yeah.
Oh, Minoi.
Mihoy. So it has the same character like designs and stuff, but this one is a little bit more different. And it has those cute little, I don't know if you can see on the right side
The
of it,
bear?
they have those little weird robotic things, minions.
This is tough. I mean, I honestly, I respect your choice. Obviously, mine's going to be either Bachro or Pokemon because that Pokemon game has been killing it. I've been seeing
I'm interested
so many.
in it, but I just want to be opening the packs in the game.
I mean,
That's all I
they'd be
want.
paying real money. They just.
Oh, do they? Oh,
it-
you.
I mean, it's. I mean, you can pay real money. You don't have to pay.
I
real
don't
money.
have to, but
I don't think so. I haven't gotten into
Oh,
it,
okay.
but I'm saying that so you can feel better. But anyway, because
Yeah.
I think they just crossed like a few $1 million in their game
Dang.
because that many people are playing it.
Dang.
Like it's killing it. And
Listen, I try to. If it's a free game, I don't want to pay money for it.
no, it's a free game.
No, but like I don't want to.
Oh, you don't want to add money to it? I
Even
mean, you
in
can
Dragon Ball Legends, I'm like,
ZZZ, you can add money into it.
you can also, but I can work for my stuff.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. But you know, a game you don't have to pay for, Altero. Yeah, so that's gonna probably take my vote. I didn't know you can even play it on mobile, and I'm not going to because it's gonna control my life. So it's like I'm just gonna.
You could just be at work, take a break, and just.
I mean, I could. I literally could just be like, oh, here's my 2 pair. Here's my 3 pair. Here's my flush. My
And
royal
then they're like,
flush. Here's my Exodia.
Oh, it's like the Pokemon video that we saw.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is what a God Pack looks like, and it's like freaking Digimon.
Yeah. All these things, hilarious. So Botro for me is easy for you.
Yeah.
Next, best multiplayer game: Call of Duty, Helldivers 2, Super
Oh.
Mario Party, Tekken 8, and Warhammer 40,000.
See,
What?
I know Tekken 8 has obviously the online aspect, but I don't
Mhm.
consider it a multiplayer.
I mean, it's an esports game. What are you
I
talking
know
about?
that's what I'm saying, and it's like
How do you not consider that? It's like saying you don't consider like Street Fighter or something like that.
again, same thing. I wouldn't,
So crazy.
because I expect it more like how Call of Duty, Battlefield, Helldivers, Warhammer, how the gameplay is.
Wow, what a first
Even
person
Super
shooter
Mario,
gamer.
even Super Mario Party has that like feel to it, like
Mhm.
because it's like versus. I mean, Tekken 8 is versus.
Mhm.
Crap.
Like I feel like you're thinking, oh, multiplayer is multiple people, not just 2.
Exactly, that's what it is. So that's weird.
That's not weird. It deserves to be on this list. How many, out of all these games, how many more clips have you seen for the most game?
Helldivers 2.
Okay, what was second?
Second, Tekken 8.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. And how many of those are king?
A lot. I have a friend who mains King, so I know the pain.
I've been hearing good things about Call of Duty, though. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
same.
killing it in the zombies, but I'm already hearing people are getting bored.
I also saw
You know.
someone because we saw that new that teaser for the season.
Mhm.
I saw a video, or not a video, but I saw an article. I think it was IGN or whatever, where it was like, oh, the new $30 like cosmetic thing, whatever,
Battle
looks
pass
like
thing,
a Skyrim outfit, and people are like, we'd rather pay money to not see that. And I was like, then don't buy it.
I am choosing, out of all of these, I think I'm going Helldivers 2.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Warhammer.
I've seen Warhammer, but I didn't really delve into it.
There's a Warhammer on PSN right now that's on sale.
I
It's
mean,
kinda
there's a bunch
tempted
of
on
them.
it.
There's a few of them, but I think Helldivers 2 for me. One, because I have actually played it. I saw many clips. So many people having fun with it. So many people just helping people take out the automatons. Like so many people were getting involved.
See, those people are good, but then you have the
punk people you played with.
the booty holes
The-
that would be like they'd be like you'll have like one or two actually playing with you, like trying to do everything, and then you have the one butthole over there, like, oh, you know what, you guys want to finish this? No, bah, and kill you.
Yeah.
Which sucks. It's like if they want to do that, they should have made a PvP like world or server,
So
whatever.
it's like the thing about like this. It's like it might take your vote, but it's also if there was a worse multiplayer category, you'd vote Helldivers 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, Helldivers 2 would be mine also.
Cool. Best action adventure game. This is Astrobot, Prince of Persia, Silent Hill 2, Star Wars Outlaws, and The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Who would you go for?
I have to go with Astrobot, but that's just because I've seen more of it.
No, you're right. No,
and it looks
I mean,
more fun.
It is. No, you're totally right.
Most of the time when I think action adventure game, I do expect the like fun of it. Sometimes, not all the times, because obviously you got games like Dragon Age, where it's like the game is fun, but it has more of a serious tone to it.
Yeah.
But Astrobot just has to go like feel good, like oh it's fun, I'm having enjoying it, all the bright colors, and then all the Easter egg references. So I'd say Astrobot for me.
I mean, I'm looking at the L block of Astrobot, Prince of Persia, and Legend of Zelda, and it's funny because those are the more like colorful, stylized games.
Yeah, compared to the other two
with Star Wars
Silent
Outlaws
Hill
and
is
Silent
like more
Hill,
darker, it's horror.
which what you're talking about, those serious tones. And to be action adventure is crazy that those three are on this list because I feel like there have been so many other games. I don't know what other games came out this year, but
yeah, we'd like have to look at the list.
exactly. But looking at the list, it's like it's tough. I mean, Legend of Zelda, I was super excited that Zelda herself is actually this character. We playing as her for once, and she has like her own unique game style and way to fight, way to play. You know, sending things out, keeping them, sending them later. Like it's super interesting. Prince of Persia. This is the first time it's been this different since.
Yeah, because it's what, a side scroller.
Yeah, it's like
so?
it's super different than it's been before, and I've seen people play it, and it looks really good.
I do like the fact Prince of Persia this came out, but the remastered for the first one,
Nothing.
No, it just got delayed.
Indefinitely. Like I don't even know if it's still out. I don't know.
crazy.
I stopped looking at it.
Yeah, I did too. Once you know.
But I do have to agree with you. I think Astrobot is the best adventure game because there's just so much to it, so much to look at, so much to experience, and apparently, according to our friend, that it also has a banging soundtrack. Yeah, so it's like
I was gonna say it's like probably the music is really good too.
Yeah, so Astrobot's singing mine too. Best action game, we have Black Myth, Call of Duty, Helldivers 2, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer. Well, before so you can think about it, our friend does say this is a stronger list of competition than the actual Game of the Year edition or the Game of the Year nominees. Black Myth, Helldivers, Call of Duty, Stellar Blade, and Warhammer all heavy hitters. I'm personally weak on Stellar Blade, but I think any other game here is hard fought and well earned. I definitely agree. What's he saying? I agree with what he's saying. All these are heavy hitters. Like regardless of which one you choose, they deserve the award of best action.
Because Black Myth, we've seen that that one where he like
the other
that you can't pause, right?
Yeah,
one of the boss fights or something.
I think so.
Or he's like your character's trying to do something, and the other guy's like, no, you grab your staff or something. And then obviously Call of Duty, just it's action
always
shooter game.
You can't get a game that feels like Call of Duty.
Right.
You just can't, and I hate that because I don't want to play Call of Duty. But there are some times I'm just like I just want to shoot. I just want to kill.
Yeah. Whenever Cold War, there was that 1 month or so.
You were on it.
I bought the battle pass, but I technically didn't really buy for it because it's like I got the free points through the thing. But yeah, like you said, you just want to jump in there and do it. Helldivers, amazing. We spend so much time on it.
Yeah.
We do have it on the channel.
Yeah, check it out.
So people can
playlist, it's already there.
Yeah. Stellar Blade, played the demo, but it has that same, for me anyway, has a lot of action and kind of reminds me of how Nier is. I know the gameplay is completely different.
Yeah.
But it has that like feel of like being able to, or DMC as well, like how
the
action is. And Warhammer, the only things I've seen, this is the new one, though, right?
Yeah,
that just came out.
Yeah, like the Mercy Kill stuff that we're talking about.
Is that what it's called? The one for the like all the way? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks really good. Cool. And then being able to play with 3 other people, or I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It looks so intense. It looks really cool. So yeah, honestly, tough choice, honestly.
For me, I think I'm gonna choose Black Myth Wukong.
Black Myth.
I'm such a fan of hand-to-hand combat, and like obviously just fighting in that sense without magic or anything like that. Yeah, I know he can transform into like other things, but it's just super cool to see it happen in as good quality as it is. Helldivers 2, don't get me wrong, at some point it is the same things back and forth. Call of Duty, shooting.
Same thing. Like once you get done with the story, then it's multiplayer. But
Yeah.
it's like it's the same thing over and
I
over.
I've heard the story mode's great. I haven't delved into it, so I don't know. So I can't add that to my thing. Stellar Blade. I've seen the fanfare, so I'm like, I roll my eyes at it. I'm
Well,
like,
even
oh,
then, it
oh
got super
goodness.
censored
I know that's
from
what
the
the
original
super
product.
censored,
Yeah,
super shredder.
super sure.
And then Warhammer. I can't look at it and then see Gears of War because it kind of gives me that vibe.
No.
But Black Myth, I feel like his brand is like it feels new
Mm-hmm.
in the sense of like who it is, what it is. I mean, so many people didn't realize that Wukong, that's what Goku is based off of. Things like that. Like, and just seeing him whoop butt with all these bosses is super cool. So I think Wukong's gonna take my vote on best action.
I'll see Stellar Blade.
Celebrate?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I know you like looking at them girlies.
No.
Best adaptation. I'm so glad this is on the list. So we have Arcane, Fallout, Knuckles, Like a Dragon, and Tomb Raider.
We've only seen 2 of these. Or no, you've seen
No.
Arcane, right?
I've seen season 1. Season 2 just dropped.
Yeah, season 2. It's barely like on the 3rd episode.
Yeah. So but it's already a 10 out of 10. It's peak, apparently, according to some people.
I saw that the latest episode got an almost 10 rating instead of 9.7.
Yep.
Um,
I mean, and yeah, I've heard honestly, actually, I've heard bad things about Like a Dragon. I've not heard good things about it, so I'm surprised it's on this list. But it could be because there's not that many options.
Well, not only that, but it's like you also have to think of people watching it that don't know the games.
Mhm.
So at that point, it becomes.
Yeah, I should call my mom and be like, "Hey, I know you've seen all these shows. What do you think?" Because my mom's into. I think she's seen. I don't know if she's seen Tomb Raider, but she definitely saw the first top 3. So
and I've seen the first 2 on the right.
well, yeah, obviously.
I had to pick Fallout.
Fallout, nice.
As much as I enjoy Knuckles is pretty fun. Fallout really stuck with me.
Knuckles had a good soundtrack though.
Yes, it did. It also had that musical episode too.
Yes, and it's so good. It's so
also
funny.
Idris Elba as Knuckles, hilarious.
Yeah, it's so good.
Also the human I forget his name.
I forgot the guy's name.
But
I hate that.
But he in the show really good.
Super funny.
Yeah.
And I hope he's in the new movie.
I hope so.
Because him and Knuckles had such an adventure in that show. Like the freaking when he was trying to sneak in and save Knuckles.
Oh yeah, the whole like scenario
planning the whole thing,
and
he ruins the whole thing. Hilarious, so funny. Weird that it was Kid Cudi, right? Kid Cudi's on that show.
Yeah.
It's super weird that he's on that show, but I mean, hey, you got the person. Fallout. I didn't like Maximus. I'm not a fan of him.
Yeah,
I hope he gets better. But the other people in that show were great. I think that they're super accurate in the world of what Fallout is. And it really did give me that feel. Arcane, though. I mean, I haven't seen Tomb Raider, which I hate. I mean, we had that on our mind. We'll probably end up watching it right now, probably after this, because we caught up with Dragon Ball Daima.
Yeah.
And then Like a Dragon, I'm not interested because of the reviews I've gotten, but maybe because it's on the list, I should give it a try.
Give it a try.
But my vote is going Arcane. Arcane is so beautiful in the sense of like Fallout, cool, Knuckles, hilarious, Arcane, beautiful. It's like, what do you vote for at that case? In that case, beauty is my thing, in the sense of like the world building, the characters, the cosplays that came out of it, the music.
Well, the cosplays were even before.
Because it's based off the League of Legends.
Yeah.
So I am super happy that it's still continuing. The stories are building. The characters are going deeper. Like there's so much emotion in these shows, and the action's super good. So it's really that's why it's taking my vote. So you're going Fallout?
Fallout.
Next is Best Family Game: Astrobot, Princess Peach, Super Mario Party, Plunky Squire, and Legend of Zelda. Who are you going for?
Super Mario Party.
Wow, you haven't even played it yet.
That's how y'all play it.
Watching the corner. You watch you guys have fun. Wow, I'm not surprised. You're going for Super Mario Party.
Well,
you're seeing Family Game as the whole family gets to play.
Exactly.
That's what I thought. Because Legend of Zelda, you're playing by yourself, I think.
I think so.
Princess Peach, same thing. It's a single player game.
Squire, I think you may play with somebody else. I can't remember the trailer. I think the trailer kind of showed it.
Uh-huh.
But if anything, it might be 2 players.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. But with Super Mario, it's like you can play up to 4 people.
You know what? I think you got me. I think
Yeah.
you got me. I was gonna go for Astrobot, but I think you're right. I think Super Mario Party in the sense of the family gets to
Mhm.
play. You know,
Because it's like you can do what me and my cousin we used to do whenever we would play single player games. It's like we'll do like a level and then we'll pass it on to the other person. But then it'd be like, well, you don't know what you're doing. Get the thing controller.
No, yeah, no, you're totally right. Like family game and these are all easy enough to play as a family.
Like,
but Mario Party is the one you could play with your family
like
as a
I
family.
can see a family as in like it's family friendly.
Like which one do you see Vin Diesel playing?
Vin Diesel playing? Luigi.
No, like these games. So you're just like
Vin
Mario
Diesel?
Party.
None. Unless it's Fast and the Furious, the video game. Has his face in it.
Family.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I agree with you. I think Mario Party is the one. I
Mhm.
think as a family, with your family,
Yeah.
it's definitely Mario Party. Yeah, because when we get kids, it's gonna be like, yeah, you can watch me play Astro Ball. You can watch me play Princess Peach.
So let me show you how it's done, and then
Next
not let him play it.
is the best fighting game category. We have Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Grand Blue Fantasy, Marvel's Capcom Fighting Collection, Multiverses, and Tekken 8. Heavy hitters. Heavy hitters.
Big heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters. However, for me, Multiverses gets out already because it already failed once and it's back.
Yeah.
So
I forgot about that.
for me, that takes it out of the running.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't get me wrong. You have a good base, game, and you're releasing these characters, kind of weird characters, like Jason Voorhees and like Beetlejuice. Super weird.
Oh, yeah.
But like, I enjoy what you're doing, but you did go down, then up. So it's like you're back again. So it's like, not really seeing what you're giving me here,
Right.
My vote, it's really tough. And I know you've been playing Sparking Zero, and I know it's a Budokai Tenkaichi like game, but my vote, I think, is gonna go Tekken 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Why you thought I was gonna go Marvel's Capcom?
Yeah.
Marvel's Capcom does have two, and does have that nostalgia factor for me.
Mm-hmm.
But that takes me back in time, where Tekken 8 is going forward in time with me. The story is.
Is it?
I think
Is
so.
it?
What is it?
They're bringing back Heihachi. That's going back
But he's coming back from the dead.
again. Bringing him back.
Is
It's
he?
literally going to 1. It's like Mortal Kombat 1.
No, but he's not part of the main story. Not that I know of. But the visuals, the character creations, the environments, the Mishima story, like it's still going forward and it's still growing. Like I remember playing it back on the PS2 where it's like still blocky looking, and then you look right now and it's crazy, wild. And the clips I've been seeing, the combos that come out of it, I'm just like, yo, this is great. This is so cool, and I can't wait to get into Tekken 8. Like obviously, Marvel vs. Capcom, it's still on my wish list. I haven't gotten it yet. And Sparking Zero, you have it.
I do.
And a Grand Blue, I've just never interested in.
I will say the Grand Blue, the designs on the characters are really cool.
Yeah, but yeah, Marvel vs. Capcom has that nostalgia factor, but Tekken 8 also kind of does. But also like, oh, this is brand new for me.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, I know what you're choosing.
Yeah, Sparking Zero. Also,
that.
finally, whenever I
why.
got to play it, I was like, oh, this Vegeta fight really ain't that hard. So I don't know what people were complaining
The
about.
Grade 8 fight, yeah.
Yeah. I kind of blazed through everything.
It was too easy for you.
A little bit. Yeah, because like I was telling you about the certain like special, the what if scenarios, some of it would be like to beat it quickly, which I would do. And then it's like, I need to do the other one. And it would be harder to do the basic one to continue the actual story instead of the what ifs. And sometimes it's the other way around. So it's just like, great.
Well, what gives this the best fighting game?
What?
What gives it the best to be the best? Makes it the best?
Like just in general?
Mm-hmm.
I think it just be the controls. And like I guess the improvements of it throughout the years, especially like how Tekken 8 is a continuation of a series. Sparking Zero is a continuation. Like all of these, well, 3 of them are like continuations of something. One's a remake, and then the other one's just something new. But it is a kind of copy and paste of Smash Brothers.
Yeah,
just not good. In my opinion.
No, it's pretty fun.
In my opinion, I'd rather play Smash than that.
You don't even play Smash. Your King K rule.
Yeah, my King K.
But I agree. Sparking Zero really. I mean, it's been what, 15 years, 20 years
I can't.
since the last Budokai Tenkaichi,
Yeah, it's been.
and it improved on the game.
Yeah.
Like that, and that's what I'm talking. That's why Tekken 8 takes my vote. Sparking Zero, it enhanced that Budokai feel. Like if you had played it before, you're jumping in, really, you got it, but with an added like Z dodging and all these other special
Mhm.
things that you can do. It really brought that back.
Yeah, I mean the player count did drop,
It did.
but it's expected, especially for the content that there is. There's not a lot to go off, so it was expected. Like I played it and I'm like I'm done, or I planned to it and I'm done.
About all right. Next category is the best narrative. We have Final Fantasy, Like a Dragon, Metaphor, Senua's
Saga,
Senua's Saga, and Silent Hill 2. Really tough. Really, really, really tough.
Yeah, well, I don't know the story for Infinite Wealth.
And I don't know
Silent
the
Hill
story. I mean, I don't know the story of
2,
most of them.
Metaphor,
like-
not really.
What I can go off of that I know is probably Final Fantasy. It's probably going to take it for me.
I say Metaphor just because it's Atlas.
Okay. And we can't really go in depth because we don't know the full story of all
Yeah,
these.
they
So I'm
don't.
not going
I
to
really
say
don't.
something that's going to, be like,
It'd be like
you're
Final,
wrong.
Final Fantasy. What's another Square Enix game?
I don't know. Tomb Raider?
Yeah. Be like, yo, Final Fantasy Rebirth, Lara shows up.
Best ongoing game. Destiny 2, Diablo, Final Fantasy, Fortnite, and Helldivers 2.
They don't have Xenoverse 2 on here.
Yeah, because it's still going. I think it's because most people just don't know that that game exists. But, that game's killing it.
I mean, it
There
still
was a
has
new
huge
trailer. I don't
player.
know if you saw. There's a new trailer for the next theme for Xenoverse.
Is there? I
Yeah.
think we saw it last time.
I haven't seen it. It has Jiren on the cover, and I was like, woo. He's like covered in red.
No, yeah, we did.
No, I didn't. You say we? Me? No.
Yeah, we were watching it.
I don't know when. Whether I passed out?
No,
Okay, then I didn't.
you were there.
But as best ongoing game, I mean, we mentioned it before.
I forgot Destiny too.
Yeah, it came out with a big update too.
Yeah,
And I think it has a new DLC called Remnant, I think, coming out. I think
that's a different game.
you're so funny. Anyway, but Destiny 2 has been going for a very long time. Diablo recent, but I feel like it's kind of struggling to keep people in.
I guess.
Because I mean,
that's still don't play it.
The guy on the cover, I think he's like one of the newer characters.
Yeah.
And I see it. Helldivers 2 always coming out with new stuff. I see the trailers for the new things that you can get in that game. Fortnite always dropping the Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Ice Spice. I'm pretty sure it's Ice Spice thing also dropped. It's really hard to choose, in my opinion. Do you have a thought? Do you have a choice?
I'd say Helldivers 2. Just
Helldivers
because I
2.
remember it constantly dropping something at least every
And still is.
month or
Mhm.
so.
I think I have to agree with you. I think it's still the one that we're playing.
Mm-hmm.
We want to play Diablo. We played Destiny 2 back then. We were
And now
really
it's-
into
and now
it,
it's
but
free.
we just didn't let it consume our life because that game will consume our life. I think it was the only game we were playing at that time.
Yeah.
And we were really invested into it. Fortnite, I played Season 1. Didn't really care for it.
Yeah, same, and that was it.
But
That was before the building
so
aspect of
Helldivers
it.
2. Helldivers 2 is taking our vote. Best RPG. Dragon's Dogma, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, Like a Dragon, and Metaphor. Yes, I see it too. I know it's a 2. I can read. But best RPG. I'm surprised the other one isn't on here.
Which one?
The one that also blew up, not Dragon Age.
Dragon Age?
The one
Baldur's
that's
Gate?
like Baldur's Gate. Oh wait, that was last year.
It was
But it
last
was-
year because it won Game of the Year.
But it was on this list.
That was for narrative. No,
It was on this list.
it
though.
was like art direction or
I think
something.
it was art direction.
I can't remember now.
Interesting. Yeah, that was last year.
Mhm.
Anyway.
Oh, it was Community.
Oh, community support. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You're correct. You're correct. But here we are in best RPG. What do you choose? That one's tough.
It is. I for me anyway. I only have 3 picks.
Top 3.
Yeah, top 3. Dragon's Dogma, of course.
Mhm.
Metaphor and Final Fantasy.
I said top 3. That Metaphor's on the bottom.
Oh no, I said like I have 3.
Yeah, and I
pick.
said the top 3,
Oh, I didn't.
and you're like yes. No.
No, I had like top 3. Like for me, top 3.
So you don't have a choice between those 3, or those are your 3 choices?
Those are my 3 choices, but I honestly don't know which one to pick.
I think I'm gonna choose Dragon's Dogma. Because as much as it's said, I'm against the DLC being on the list. That's something
for the Shadow of the.
That's something we're gonna talk about in the podcast. That's a topic I had. I'm not Dragon's Dogma. It has what I feel to be a role playing game. That is my person. That is my character. That is my being.
Well, yeah, it is
in
because
the
you do
world.
get to create your character,
Yeah.
unlike Final Fantasy. And
Unlike all the other ones.
Yeah, unlike the other. Well,
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, you can make your character, but
But
again,
what
you
I
were
said,
saying, yeah.
I'm not for it. That's what I'm
But
saying.
yeah, the other 3 you already have quote unquote a
character
character already there.
Yes.
The only thing that you customize is your upgrade.
Yeah. Your upgrades and
your upgrade skills.
Yeah. Where Dragon's Dogma, it is my character. I am role playing that character.
It's like how they have like I think Baldur's Gate also is like you can pick where your character's from and stuff like that. So, do you now saying all that? I'd say Dragon's Dogma also.
Yeah. I know you're super interested in playing it.
Yeah, I started the first one. I actually need to go back and play it. I might do that one. We'll see.
Most anticipated game for next year. Not even next year, just in general, because I see a game on here that's not releasing for next year. It says it is. I doubt it. We have Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotai?
Yotai? I think it's Yotai.
I can't remember. We saw the trailer.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, Metroid Prime 4, and Monster Hunter Wilds. You're a simp for this game, so I'm assuming your choice is pretty clear?
Not really, but yeah.
Whoa, not really.
Yeah.
What? I thought it was going to be a landslide for you.
No, because I am excited for Monster Hunter Wilds.
Of course.
But I am excited for the Ghost of Yotai. Or Yotai. E.T.? E.T.
The ghost stuff, yes.
The Jedi. But yeah, because of the trailer that we saw, I'm excited because it is a sequel, essentially, but not a sequel.
Yeah, it's not a sequel.
Because
I don't think it's connected. It's just
time
has passed. Yeah, just time has passed.
So I'm really excited, especially to dive into that world again. I'm really excited for that. Yeah. And Monster Hunter Wilds, it's just, just going back into the world of Monster Hunter.
Yes. Like, we played the demo, or the beta. Again, it's on the thing. We have playlists for it. It's great. It's so much fun. It makes me want to keep going. Like, every time I see clips, I'm like, I want to play it, but it's like, it's not the real thing. I'm just playing the same 3 missions over and over.
Well, I mean, even then, you can't play it no more.
Yeah, that is exactly made is done. Yeah, I agree with you. Ghost of Yotai. Come on, Ghost of Tsushima was a crazy game. It is
Sucker Punch knocked it out of the field.
It knocks it out almost every time. I mean, come on now. Like, Sucker Punch is really, really good. And this is probably just going to be just as good, if not better.
Right.
Metroid Prime, like, the Prime games are probably the best Metroid games that there are. And this is a sequel that everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah.
And that's high up there for all the Nintendo people. Like, Metroid's finally coming back. I mean, yeah, they had Metroid Prime Remastered come through. I still want to buy it physically so I can finally experience it. But, like, back on the Wii, when my friend let me play it, it was such a fun time to engulf in that world. Death Stranding 2, Hideo Kojima. Like, it's narratively probably one of the best games that there is.
Also, Hideo Kojima, like, just the stories that he does is always amazing.
Yeah. But Grand Theft Auto is actually not on my list for
I'm not excited for it. Although,
I mean, I'm excited for it.
I guess.
But, like,
give it to me for, like, it has to be on sale for, like, $20.
$20, you're insane. You're in $20.
Yeah, you know how they have those like 70% off sales.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen for you.
It's gonna happen.
I'm gonna buy it online, then you'll be able to play it because we game share. But
I'm not too excited for it. It's just
I think it's because we had 5 for so long.
Yeah, like 50 different versions of it.
Yeah, we've had it since the PS3.
Yeah.
The PS4 to PS5. Like, I remember beating the story in like 2 days for PS3, and then PS4. By the time that came out, the online worked. I was like, all right, let's go. Played that for a little bit, and then by the time PS5 came around, I was done with it. I didn't care for replaying it again.
I played a little bit of the story on the PS4, but then me and our friend, we were doing the online mostly.
Yeah, exactly. And then
I was like,
by the time it came around, PS5, it became a content creator hub because everyone was doing some kind of game mode for Grand Theft Auto, and most of the time they were releasing something that only people with content creating money could drop and get. Like, any casual player couldn't get what they had, because you would have to drop actual money, like actual time and money. Like, it's crazy.
They did say that they're gonna try and have it hopefully released for next year.
What, Grand Theft Auto?
Yeah.
That's the game I was talking about. Like, I don't think it's gonna release next year. I think they're gonna come up with some BS and have it delayed to keep it going, keep the anticipation for it. But all the other 4, I think they're solid picks. Honestly, I could close my so I can miss Grand Theft Auto. I could close my eyes and choose any of the other 4. I think all of those are great choices for a most anticipated game.
Yeah.
If I had to choose, like, you had me in a chokehold or something, I think I would have to choose Ghost. I think Ghost, cinematically, like, it was a movie, Tsushima was.
Mhm.
And if that's just anything close to it, that's gonna be my game. So that is my most anticipated game. And then we have the Game of the Year category. We have Astrobot, Baltro, Black Myth, Elden Ring, Final Fantasy, and Metaphor. Can you believe Metaphor is on this list? Atlas is on this list for Game of the Year.
Not surprised.
Whoa. You fanboy.
No.
Who do you choosing? Or before you choose, so you can think about it. Our friend did have an opinion about the Game of the Year.
Okay.
This list feels weak compared to the previous years. 2024 was a weak year for gaming. It feels like Elden Ring, DLC, Astrobot, Baltro, and the top 3 choices for me for Game of the Year. Personal hope is that Astrobot wins, but I'd accept Elden Ring because I feel like for months that's all people were talking about. Runner-up is Baltro. Games is great, and I love seeing small indie devs get recognized for their hard work. Totally agree with him in the sense of Astrobot or Baltro will probably be one of my choices. But I think Black Myth is going to take it from me because, I mean, yes, Baltro and Astrobot have the fun aspect and have that, like, platformer roguelike game for me. And don't get me wrong, if those games take it, super happy. They're smaller game developers than any of these other ones. But Black Myth, I feel like, really controlled the scene for a while, obviously being a single player game, and then really taking it by the horns. Like, and being so cool, so creative, and so door opening for a lot of people for Wukong. Like, so many people were looking into Wukong because I don't think anybody looked up into anything with Astrobot or Baltro, in my opinion. But when it came to Wukong, people were like looking into him, realizing who he is and what he's connected to. So he's taking my vote for Game of the Year.
It's honestly a tough choice.
Between
Metaphor and Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy. Wow, you've been quiet on Final Fantasy this whole video.
Crazy.
Why?
What?
Why? What are those?
One of those? I don't know. I just feel like obviously Black Myth would be up there. I just, again, for me, Baltro. I don't know.
I don't know. That's just fine. That's fine.
And then Elden Ring. Just the
Find
whole
out you're
thing
wrong.
about earlier with
Yes.
the DLC.
Uh-huh.
And Astrobot, it's I know it had a lot of good reviews, and I think it had like a what was it? They did sell a lot of copies when it first came out. Hey, wasn't it? We saw the game came out, and people were reselling that game physically, like
Yeah.
quadruple or double the amount of what it is, instead of being like what $70 bucks, or is it 60?
No, I think it's 60.
60. People were selling it for like $90. The controller, same thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have the controller.
Yeah, you have the controller. You bought that for like $60 or 70, whatever.
No, it's cheaper.
It's,
I had coupons.
oh, okay.
I had things.
But like, again, seeing it online, people were selling it for like 150. I was like, bruh.
Ooh, so what are you choosing?
I'd say Final Fantasy.
Wow.
Because Metaphor is a brand new IP.
You're not wrong.
And Final Fantasy, it is a continuation of, what was it, part 1?
Mhm.
Of the first
Mhm.
one? So I know that one was really anticipated when it got announced. So
are you giving it to it because it's an already existing IP? You're not giving it to Atlas?
no, I'm just giving it because of the fact that when the first part came out, people were so excited, and then when you beat the game, I know you haven't played it yet, but the way it ended, it was just so many questions. And once this came out, obviously people were like more. It was the anticipation of like playing the game, and obviously the story is just good in itself and stuff.
Gotcha.
So I'd honestly just give it to Final Fantasy.
Okay, so we'll see. Will we make a video to see who wins maybe not, just because we'll have to go through this again.
It's true.
But
And we can
anyway,
always do it short.
we'll probably end up just doing just game of the year, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But that is the nominees and categories for the Game of the Year Game Awards for 2024. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you are a true nerd. Thank you so much. And if you do want to continue to follow us on our socials, it is in our description and the bio. Yes, description and bio of this video. So we will see you guys later. Make sure you vote and check it out December 12th of the Game Awards and see who wins. Laters.
See ya.